Hey, so last night was fun. Apart from that, it's pretty much killed me because everyone kept buying me shots and I did lots, and now I'm like, did last the whole night though. But when I got to home, I was just like, okay, I need to go to bed now because I can't sit up any longer. I'm going home tomorrow to Birmingham, before Boston, because it just cuts the journey down to the airport. So I'm actually also taking a lot of stuff home tomorrow because it's gonna alleviate the move when I actually move out. So I'm packing my books up, so I thought today I'd review all the books that I'm packing, because, let's get as many book reviews as we can. Okay, so let's start. Here we go. Harry Potter books, amazing. Do I really need to say that to any of you? Probably not. Fantastic books. Everyone should read them. Very fun books. Great read, good for charity. One of the best examples of J.K. Rowling's writing is right here. I love it. It's amazing. The Quest books are fantastic. Are written by Lisa Wright DeGroot, and I love them. These reviews aren't very in-depth, are they? But they will be. And I have something, what's the what? John Green books. I actually also have. What is it? These are all signed. Let me show you these. To Andy, best wishes. And then Looking for Alaska, British edition. To Andy, and it's signed as well. And this is the first British copy of Looking for Alaska that John Green signed, and I love telling people that fact. They are all fantastic books. John Green is amazing because he doesn't patronise the reader, so you should read them. John Green, Maureen Johnson, Lauren Marcus, I can't even talk, I'm so... Let It Snow, fantastic book, really good fun. Not as good as John Green's though, separately, but it's good fun. Dan Brown books, really good. Deception Point, really good. Angels and Demons, not so great. Just Digital Fortress, because it's not as clever as the other ones. The Resurrectionist, a good book. It's by James Bradley. Good twists, but not really my thing, to be honest. An okay book, a really, really bad book. Popco, and The End of Mr. White by Scarlett Thomas. Fantastic covers and pages, and very interesting concepts. I think that one's more abstract and more interesting, but this one I think was better book all around, with a better ending. God, I'm running out of space in these boxes. Okay, Life of Pi, great book. Can be a little hard to read though in parts, but really good. Ring by Koji Suzuki, as in the film The Ring with the videotape, very scary. Good book. I wouldn't say it was fantastic though, but it was good. Arthur and George by Julian Barrs. So boring. It was so hard to get through that book. Wicked and Son of a Witch by Gregory Maguire. Great books, really good reads. I think I enjoyed Wicked more because it's more like entitled with the Wizard of Oz. But the musical's better. The Story of Forgetting by Stephen Merrill Block, fantastic book, really good read, really interesting and personal. Sorry, that was TweetDeck, I'm so bad at this. The Buffy Season 8 graphic novels, the fourth one's just come out and I can't get my hands on it, but these are the first three, and they are all fantastic. If you love the series, you will love these. They're just absolutely great. Stephen King's Cell, really good read, not one of his best, but it's very graphic, and you should know that when you're going to read it. I can reach these books down here now. Okay, in fact I'm going to put you on the boxes, this will be easier. Right, Stephen King's Jumaki, much better, much better. I really enjoyed this, it's fantastic, really great character-driven piece, but quite long, but still really worth it. Datsamaka, not my thing. It's non-fiction. It's about the genre of horror. Interesting if that's your thing, but to me it was hard to get through. Darren Brown's Tricks of the Mind, very, very good. Look at like sort of magicians and magic, and it reveals a lot of secrets about sort of psychic abilities and stuff, and it's really interesting and fascinating. You should read it. His Dark Materials series, required reading for everyone who loves books. These novels are absolutely fantastic. I think the first one's the worst though. Oh, my screensaver's come on, sorry. The first one's the worst, because it was hardest to get through. But then I absolutely stormed through the second one and ran out immediately and bought the third one, which was also fantastic. But the first one's still really good, but it's just not as good as the other two. Aragon, a good read. The second one's better because the writing style gets better, but it's still really good. Pat Barker's life class so boring. Didn't connect with the characters, didn't find it that great. Devin Mitchell's Cloud Atlas, really good read. Very interesting how he connects the stories together, but it's like short stories, so you should know that before you go out and buy it. The Book of Lost Things, one of the best first chapters I've ever read in my life. John Connolly, really great book. Interesting look on sort of innocence and childhood. Good read. Okay, this is actually for the plane to Boston, so I haven't read that yet. Our team is following it's on its code. But Our Team is Foul and the Arctic Incident, which is the second one, is fantastic. The first one I really loved as well. Fantastic books, Our Team is Foul, and I've only read two, but I just know I love them. This is going long now. John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men, really good read, really short, quick, so there's no excuse for not reading it. It's amazing. Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, another short read, very interesting look on maturity. I really liked that. Ooh, and To Kill a Mockingbird, probably my favourite of the three, looking at obviously racism and perceptions. I think it's great. So those are all the books from that bookshelf. They're all just on the floor now, but I've emptied the bookshelf, so that's a start. So now, I've got many more to do, but we'll do this here. Okay. Whew. The Lord of the Rings, really good reads. Very long, but so worth it. And the movies are better, though. I absolutely love the movies. Oh. This is probably so boring to watch, I'm sorry. The Hobbit, much better than Lord of the Rings. I love this book. Fantastic. Curious Into the Dog in the Night Time by... who is it by? Mark Haddon. Really good read. Very interesting look at Asperger's syndrome. So you learn a lot about that. Mark Haddon's Spotted Bother, not as good as The Curious Into the Dog in the Night Time, but fascinating look at mental health. I'm really good at that, and family connections and stuff. I just dropped that book. James Herbert's Secret of Quigley Hall. It's a horror book. It's okay. It's not fantastic. It's good, but maybe a little predictable. Okay. Ian McEwan's On Chesil Beach, boring. Nothing happens. Barack Obama's About Audacity of Hope, very interesting look at the man who is now President of the United States. If you want to learn more about him, this is a fantastic book. But I hear Dreams of My Father's different, but I haven't read that, and better. The Great Gatsby, interesting. I didn't really connect with it as much as people thought, as people said, and not as much as I expected. But it's a good read. 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom, love this book. Absolutely fantastic. Great look on death and living your life. It's fantastic. Tuesdays with Maury, not as good. Tweetdate's gone up twice now, that just shows how long this video is. Not as good as 5 People Meet in Heaven, but interesting read. For One More Day, just as good as 5 People Meet in Heaven. Fantastic look on connecting and people you've lost. The Shack, so boring. Predictable, cliche, bad looks on religion. 44 Scotland Street, by Alexander McCallship, interesting look on relationships, and it's very funny. Oh god, I'm not going to finish this. Faster. Hunger Games, fantastic, really excited for the second one, read it. Mark Billingham's Buried, good. The Last Lecture, a much better version of Tuesdays with Maury, you should read this is a fantastic book. Very emotional though, you'll cry. This Reputable History of Frankie Delano books, very interesting look on power and revenge, I suppose. Really good though. Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book, really fascinating views on childhood, I suppose. It's really good, loved it. The White Tiger, really good look at slavery. Well, not slavery, there's perceptions, okay. 3 more to do, quick. The Gargoyle, loved it. Death Message, not as good as Buried. and Doctor Who: The Writer's Tale. Essentially for everyone who's watched Doctor Who and everyone who's interested in writing. It's great. Bye.